says, can a husband or a Muslim ruler force women to wear hijab or burqa or niqab? Isn't this shirk if she wears it for them and not for Allah Azza wa Jal? This question often arises because of the whispers of shaitan. Whenever there's something good, shaitan tries to block it in our minds, in our communities. Now, the things that a husband who is a person of authority over his wife and children, whether they like it or not, this is Islam, this is Sharia law. You cannot fight this. You cannot simply say, oh, we will not implement this anymore. This is religion. This is part of our conviction and belief. You cannot just with a pen scratch it off and say no more. This is mentioned in the Quran. الرجال قوامون. Men are guardian and responsible and have authority over women. And the Muslim ruler has authority over his subjects. And Allah ordered us to obey Allah and to obey the Prophet and those of authority among us. وَأَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ وَأُولِي الْأَمْرِ مِنكُمْ. So now when we come to a man and his husband, a man and his wife, if the wife is ordered by her husband to change things that her conviction is mandatory to do or prohibited to do in her conviction, she must not obey her husband. So it's an issue of dispute. If the woman says, I believe that it is mandatory upon me to give zakat on my gold and silver jewelries, and the husband's conviction is that no, as long as you wear it, it's not mandatory, as a lot of the schools of thought say. So he prohibits his wife from giving zakat on her own jewelry. In this case, we say, you must not obey him. You must disobey him because you're obeying Allah Azza wa Jal. And this is none of his rights to intervene in. This is your wealth. This is your money. If you want to invest it, he has no right to stop you because it's your wealth. So in such cases, for example, if you believe that you have to put the right over the left on your chest, and he says, no, you have to put them on your side or below your belly button, below your navel, you are not obliged to obey him because this is not related to his rights. So whatever is related to his rights, you have to obey him, such as he orders you not to go and visit your sick mother. It is his God-given right not to leave the house without his permission. He's sinful, he's wrong, Allah will punish him. But obeying him is mandatory, visiting your sick mother is not. So try to be kind and nice to him and try to be diplomatic and get him to approve. Otherwise, you must not go. Likewise, if he prohibits you from fasting voluntary Mondays and Thursdays, the Prophet told us that this is his right. It is related to his rights. So you have to obey him and not fast voluntary fasting without his permission. Likewise, if a woman wants to go to make Umrah, which is voluntary, or perform Hajj, which is voluntary, it is prohibited for her to do so without his permission. This is related to his rights. Now when we come to niqab or hijab or burqa, it's the same thing. Even if she doesn't believe that covering the face is mandatory, no scholar on earth says that covering it is prohibited. They all say it's recommended or permissible, the least. But no one says it's prohibited. So because it is not a prohibited thing, or he's not ordering you to do an innovation, rather it saves his own honor and reputation. Because without any doubt, when a man's wife goes uncovered, he is ashamed of that. So it is a must upon a woman to obey her husband if he tells her to cover her face. Even if she does not believe it's mandatory, yet it is obligatory upon her to obey him. And likewise, it's the duty of the Muslim ruler to enforce Sharia, to implement Sharia, because Allah Azza wa Jal put him in that position to do so, to rule with what Allah has revealed in the Quran and the Prophet taught us, alayhi salatu wasalam. To refrain from doing this and allow people to do whatever they want and allow sins to be widely spread, he is accountable and sinful for that.